I wanted to share with everybody today how panicked I have been because of my physical when I went in and found out that my oxygen level was like a 93. The doctor had double checked during the physical and placed it on both my fingers and then did it again, they did it on her fingers because she was totally surprised. And then she says, "Wow, your oxygen level is really low. It's 93. I really need to order some testing for you." And wanted me to get a scan, and I did do that, and then had a test of breathing, and then she got some results from the test. This is my general doctor, and she tells me that it looks like I have emphysema on my lungs. So I'm very panicked by that, and I bought myself one of those oxygen readers as well. And again, I haven't seen it that low since, thank God. But then I went to see the pulmonologist, okay, and had the breathing test done. And she reassured me that I don't have emphysema. She said, "There's no way that I do." And I did some walking and some breathing tests and all that. There could be something else going on. I don't know. But all my other testing was really, really good. But anyway, I'm just sitting here sharing my story. I'm Steve Klein, as you guys know. This is my story and my journey of my wellness journey, if you will. And I'm always speaking on here about my how I almost died taking Advil. And I'm always trying to do better and share with everybody. And that's why I created this YouTube station and joined a wellness challenge. I'm not a doctor, not trying to make claims, just sharing my story and hoping that this touches one of you guys where you may be a little, scared as well or panicked, if you will, for reading your readings of your oxygen levels on this particular video. So I am having more testing done, blood tests and stuff like that. There could be some other things hereditary, I just don't know. And hopefully it's nothing major. However, most of the time that I've been checking my oxygen, I has not hit 93 again. It's mostly 95, 96, up to 98, which is actually in the normal range of what I understand. It was at 94 a little bit, and the doctor claims, the pulmonologist, that that's okay for a few seconds. So my purpose of my video today was I want to share with you guys as well. If you are sitting there saying, "Wow, geez, my oxygen's low," obviously, one moment in time doesn't necessarily mean that it's a serious thing. And but do go to the doctor and do get checked. And I do suggest people to get the oxygen meter, which basically measures the saturation of the blood flow, called an oximeter. I bought mine on Amazon. I actually had it during the COVID lockdown for in case I or my mom got COVID, and I want to make sure I was ready to go, but I hadn't used it until recently, and I use it constantly now as a result of this. Anyway, again, I hope that this helps folks. I was really kind of thrown by that and very panicked because, it sounded really serious. And again, it always goes to show you want to speak to a specialist. However, with everything else of blood flow, I am an avid believer based upon my story here, as you guys have watched it. It's all about inflammation. It's all about absorption, blood flow, and I always take my high impact ginger, turmeric, muscadine seed oil and really try to keep myself healthy and live a ketogenic lifestyle diet, not in terms of weight loss, but in terms of health. And when I was going through this panic about my oxygen, I had, got COVID in the summer. I had fallen off of keto, and all my research has shown that when you're on keto, you're more less likely to get it because of no sugar and carbs. And I do believe that, and also supplementing, I do believe that as well. But since I got COVID, everything hasn't been the same with my breathing. And that's why I had not been to a physical in a long time either, because I was a caretaker to my mom, and I really wasn't taking care of myself as much. She needed 24-hour care. So I'm hoping that this video gives folks hope that are going through something similar and or are a little concerned about their oxygen and or their wellness, and that there's always one moment in time, as they say, and just get checked. And obviously my general doctor is great, but she's not a specialist in that area to have said that, where the pulmonologist had said otherwise and kind of quoted, I wish she didn't say that, and again, I don't blame her. People are all human and stuff, but I really was kind of freaked out about my numbers and also thinking I had emphysema from secondhand smoke. I do go to some casinos a lot. I know in Vegas and also in Rhode Island, it's very smoky. And I have heard some people have developed that in there as well, which is crazy. So anyway, it is what it is. But again, I think that like me, if you are panicked, don't be until you get other checks and see what happens. And also, always work on your lungs. I know that essential fatty acids, like eating great eggs and also salmon, is always great as well. These are just things to help with lung support. I also take my muscadine seed oil on a regular basis, and obviously eating keto, as what I research, also helps with that too. I'm not saying it's going to reverse some kind of damage. I'm not making claims, just sharing my story. And again, if you find that this video is helpful and or you also are worried or concerned or panicked about your lungs, I'd love to hear in the comments and what your feedback has been. And if you've gotten yourself checked, which you should, go see your doctor, so see a specialist, and find out what is going on. And also, I suggest to get one of those finger oximeters as well, so you can check it yourself. I think it's always a smart move. I also, do offer a wellness survey that goes through hard tissue, soft tissue, sugar and digestion. I learned it from a mentor of mine who learned it from a bunch of naturopaths, and it works pretty well in terms of making sure that we are always looking at our absorption, at our inflammation, our blood flow, and our digestion, which is what everybody's fighting with. And I'll have a link on here as well for folks that choose to do what I've done. And I believe it saved my life getting off of Nexium after vomiting blood and taking Advil and working on all these things. And every day is a learning experience, of course, with your wellness. So I do take our high impact ginger, turmeric, muscadine seed oil, and muscadine capsules, and more. And I'll put a link on that as well through my replicated site in case you would like to try some of the high impact versions of it as well, and also to help support this channel. So I appreciate it, but I do love to hear about your results, and I do believe it's the best. That's why I'm on it, because it saved my life and got me off of my medication after 10 years. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. I hope that this helps somebody that is panicked as well on their oxygen levels, because that's a serious thing. And just trying to share as much as I can. And also, I find this station to be very therapeutic for me for going through what I'm going through and hearing from you guys as well. So with that said, you guys have a great Wednesday. I do try to air on this station on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 12 noon with a different topic and or an interview, and or our wellness challenge, which by the way is complimentary to join. The more the merrier. And we do have different topics on that, from weight loss to strong to core health to wellness. And they're all kind of intertwined. And the more folks that are involved, the more we learn and the more it becomes a support system so we can always do better with our wellness. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. And again, let's try not to be panicked and just get to the professionals and also any kind of extra support you can get. And I hope this video helps you to do just that. Thank you so much. Over and out. Bye-bye.